Hello and welcome all. Thank you for joining, first of all, and a very warm good evening. I'm welcoming to our special webinar celebrating two crucial observances, that is World Environment Day and also World Food Safety Day. It is a very pleasure to have you all join us that we explore the intersection of environmental sustainability and food safety, which is the two issues that are vital to the health of our planet and the well-being of its inhabitants. And we all know that World Environment Day is celebrated on June 5th and Food Safety Day is celebrated on June 7th. So due to some unavoidable factors, we couldn't conduct the session on the same day. So that's why we are combining and conducting the session in today. Okay, so I'll give a very small brief about the topics, and then, of course, an introduction about our resource person for today's webinar. Okay, so as we know, the World Environment Day, and the theme for this 2024 was Our Land and Our Future, which emphasizes the importance of restoring land and also enhancing the resilience of drought. And then comes the World Food Safety Day. So the Food Safety Day theme this year was mainly focusing on prepare for the unexpected. So it itself highlights the importance of being prepared and having strong systems in place for the food safety for our future and for the coming generations. Okay, so this is a very brief about the topic which we are handling today. And now it's time to, and also it's my great honor to introduce our esteemed guest speaker for today's webinar, Dr. Kshithij Urs. So Dr. stands at the confluence of academics, institutional building, and policy advocacy, driving transformative changes in the environmental and social justice sector. So currently, he serves as an executive director of the India Biochar and Bioresources Network, IBBN, one of the South Asia's largest initiative focused on nature-based carbon segregation, which with a career marked by significant contributions to prominent organizations such as Greenpeace and Action Aid International. His advocacy for community leadership through environmental and social justice has profound impact both nationally and globally. So we are privileged to have you with us today to share your invaluable insights and experience. So everybody please join me in welcoming Dr. Kshithij Urs to this session. So
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and over to you, sir. The session, you can start the session. Yeah.
Yeah, did Joshua say that we should probably have a round of introduction? Is that what you were saying, Joshua?
Introduction regarding the topic and of yours. So it will take time, right? It's almost, there are almost 20 people in the room, but I leave it to you if you just want to hear where these NGOs are joining from or from which organization or what is their cause will help.
Yeah, so if we can have a round of introduction of all the participants. I also see that a few people here. If you can just mention your name, which organization you belong to, and which state in India. If you can have a round of introduction, please.
Yeah, so Kshithij and Yashaswini is also here, and I guess Nina is also here. So if you can also explain it in the colloquial language, Tamil and Kannada, I guess that will be good. I guess that people will be able to.
Sure. So இங்க இருக்கிறவங்க எல்லாம் ஒரு சின்ன இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் வந்து உங்களை பத்தி நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. ஸோ Kshithij சாருக்கு உங்களை பத்தி புரியும். ஸோ அதனால ஜஸ்ட் உங்க பேரும் உங்க NGO பேர் சொன்னா போதும்.
I'll say that in Kannada also. ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡೋರ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು, ಯಾವ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇನ್ನೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರಿಂದಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
Hello.
Yes. Start.
Sir, Sibyanga anta Pavitra Rural Development Society mana sir, Nelamangala.
Thank you.
Sir, good evening, sir. My name is B. Adnan Reddy, Samatha NGO, Satyasai District, AP.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸೋಫಿಯಾ ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಸರಳಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Good evening, sir.
Go on.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Jennifer. I'm from Champ Social Service Society, Chengam. This is Thiruvannamalai.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
No, thank you.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಅಂತೋನಿಸಿ, ಅಂತ್ಯೋದಯ NGO ಮುಧೋಳ, ಬಾಲ್ಕೋಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
Okay, thank you.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ನಯಾಸ್ ಖಾನ್, ಚಿಂತನ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್, ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಯಾಸ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನೀವು?
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಯಾಸ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಸುಮಿತ್ರಾ ಆಂಟನಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಅಂತ್ಯೋದಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮುಧೋಳಿಂದ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಸುಮಿತ್ರಾ ಅಂತ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸುಮಿತ್ರಾ. ಸಹನಾ.
Hi sir, hi. I'm actually a part of one NGO team itself, so I'm from one NGO.
Okay. You didn't tell us your name. You're Sahana.
Yeah. I hope there's no another Sahana here.
No, it's you. I saw your name.
Yeah.
ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Next ಯಾರು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ? Who will go next?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sheikh Shakira. I am Sheikh Shakira from Andhra Pradesh, Nellore.
Nellore, okay. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. I'm Vaishnavi. I'm from one NGO.
Hi, Vaishnavi. Who's going next? Mohan Kumar is audio is connecting. Saraswati. Indu. That's Indu. She just wrote a message. And Jeevanandam. 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 Mohan Kumar is also there. Okay. Anyone else? I can see Mohan Kumar here. Siddhgangaya.
ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು?
ಸರ್ ಪವಿತ್ರ NGO ಸರ್, ನೆಲಮಂಗಲ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ರೂರಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್.
ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಹೌದು.
ಹಲೋ.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. Thank you. So Joshua, shall we start?
Yes, please go ahead, Kshithij.
Okay, so friends, I'll speak in very basic English, and I can speak in Kannada. That's the other language I know, but not Tamil and Telugu. So there are two people from AP. I hope it's okay for you if I'm using basic English. Is that all right?
I think it's it's good to go. There our team members are there. If they feel difficult, others can explain it. I think it's good to go. Yeah.
So I hope this is visible. Joshua, is this working?
Yes, it's visible. It's visible. Yeah.
Okay, friends, if you're not speaking, then you put yourself on mute. Or Joshua, can you manage that?
Yes, sure.
Okay, friends, will go slow, and I also speak in basic English because there are local organizations. So I'm Kshithij. I represent IBBN, which is the India Biochar and Bioresources Network. Nina, it is Biochar, not Biochar.
Oh, sorry for that, sir. I'll make sure I'll
No, that's okay.
pronounce it in correct way. Sorry for that.
No. Biochar essentially means biological charcoal. So
Okay.
it's Biochar and
Okay.
Bioresources Network, IBBN. And I'm happy today to talk to all of you on Environment Day. Actually, every day has to be the Environment Day. I'm sure you will agree with me. Every day has to be Environment Day because we have destroyed the environment so much. There is a need for us to look after this planet well. So this one day per year is not a good thing, actually. So that's one of the things that I want to tell you. Now, you can see this picture. And you will note both. See, this is called tipping points. Climate is changing. Just 20 days ago, it was very hot in Bangalore, and now it is raining. And we already had the highest rain for June in one single day. So you can see scientists have identified something called tipping points. Tipping points would be points in Earth systems in the Earth which get affected by climate change. And if they get affected, then they will have tipping effect on other changes in the planet. So you can see in the Indian map, in the globe, in the world map here, you can see India. India, they very clearly mentioned Indian monsoon and summer. They have not mentioned summer. Indian monsoon is going to become chaotic. So correctly, it will not rain properly. So monsoon is going to get affected very strongly. So you can see that. Okay. So, and on the other side of the picture, you can see that India is going to be affected. So they are saying that more than 8%, 8% jasti, 8%, more than 8% of agriculture is going to be affected because of climate change, as well as fishery yields will also be affected. So this is the impact of climate change. So I don't have to tell you, if your organization is working with farmers, you already know that climate change has a lot of impact on agriculture. And if it has impact on agriculture, then it has impact on food, what we eat. So food security will also be affected because of climate change. Any translation required so far? Friends, any translation required?
I guess no, Kshithij.
Okay.
The picture is well depicted, yeah.
Okay. Tamil sonnuma. The ones from Tamil Nadu, do you want any translation? Yashaswini is here.
ஏதாவது தமிழ்ல டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணணும்னா சொல்லுங்க சார் பண்ணிட்டோம்.
Okay.
I think we are good to go.
I think we are good. The pictures are self. So
Yes,
let me kind of brief this again. IBBN works on agriculture and climate change. And you can see that climate change directly impacts agriculture. Agriculture also impacts climate change. So we have chosen to work on agriculture and climate change. That is our choice. We will end up without food if we don't look after the planet well. Okay. So here you can see a picture of coffee. What has happened here? Can anyone explain? ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾಫಿ ಗಿಡದ ಚಿತ್ರ ಇದು. What do you observe here? Anyone? Hello, is there anyone who can tell me what you see in this picture?
ಗಿಡ ಬಾಗಿದೆ.
Okay.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣತ್ತಷ್ಟೇ.
Okay. Amala? Anyone else? Okay.
ರೋಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ.
What you can actually see is you cannot have flowers in bloom and seeds at the same time. ಬೀಜಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಹರಳಿರುವಂತ ಹೂವು ಒಂದೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. So these berries, this picture was taken in December. Another 15-20 days they would have harvested seeds. ಇಳುವರಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಬೀಜ, ಬಟ್ ಬೀಜ ಕೀಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಹೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. There's already flower. Flower has to come only in April, not in December. So you can very clearly see that coffee crop is directly affected. Idenara translation beka? Any translation required for this picture?
Beda, sir.
Okay. I hope everyone understands Tamil. Friends in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, you will also have to speak. Do you need translation?
No. So we didn't require translation, sir. It's a very happy news for us regarding biochar point of view. Already we are doing biochar and we are blending with charcoal and vermicompost for the farmers point of view, sir.
Very
Samatha.
good. Very good. Very good. You are from Samatha organization, is it?
Organization, Adinar Reddy President. I am a technical resource person, MSc microbiology.
Okay. What is your name, please?
M. Bhaskar.
M. Bhaskar. Okay. We should catch up. I'll give you my number. I'll give you all my number later. We'll
Okay,
catch
sir.
up.
Okay, thank you very much.
So the same thing happens with other crops also. You can say sugarcane, for example. I'll just give an explanation. Climate change, there's a lot of carbon dioxide in the air. Sugarcane needs a lot of carbon dioxide. So just imagine this. Sugarcane is what is called C4 plant. C4 plants require a lot of carbon dioxide. So you will say, oh, climate change, there's a lot of carbon dioxide, which is good for sugarcane. But what happens is that along with carbon dioxide, there is also heat. Heat is increasing significantly. So when there is heat, the sugarcane, where it breathes, the under the leaf, where it breathes, stomata, that will become small. When it becomes small, it cannot generate food. It cannot produce food. And if it cannot produce food, then where will sugarcane get its sugar from? To grow, it requires sugar. So what it does, it will depend on its own sugar. So resulting in sugarcane plants, which are very small, very short, and with very reduced sucrose. It will not be sweet, and it will also not be tall. It will be short. Okay. The same thing happens with cashew. Cashew, Godambi. In Kannada, we say Godambi. What is cashew called in Tamil? What do you call cashew?
Mundiri paruppu.
Okay. And Telugu?
Jeedipappu.
Okay. So you can see cashew can actually become infertile. So the flowers will be there, but the pollens will become infertile. So there won't be any seeds. So cashew cannot come. In cotton, the cotton will start shedding, and the fibers are very necessary for cotton. That will also reduce. So friends, I don't have to tell you, we also have a microbiologist here. I don't have to tell you. You know what is happening to agriculture because of climate change.
Yeah, especially non-target organisms are affected.
Pardon me?
Non-target organisms.
Exactly. So you have a lot of experience. I hope you don't require any translation here. So I have some questions for you. I have some questions. You can unmute and start answering. What is the soil organic carbon in your field? What is the percentage of soil organic carbon in your field? Soil organic carbon estide, Ingalu. Carbon is called Ingalu in Kannada. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗಾಲು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Soil organic carbon ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? Yes, Mr. Bhaskar.
Sir, for this point of view. And I don't know, sir, you are asking percentage, in general
Yes, yes.
percentage.
Yeah.
And carbon dioxide is in the atmosphere 0.03%. But it depends on different soils.
Yeah, but what is ideal? What is the ideal? Soil organic carbon ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು? ಎவ்வளೋ ಇರಬೇಕು? Carbon ಎவ்வளೋ ಇರಬೇಕು soil? Any idea?
No, sir. I have no idea.
Minimum 3%. Minimum 3%. India, in a lot of places, including Penukanda, it is less than 0.5%. So if you have to have 3%, not 0.5%.
Okay.
Okay. I hope all of you understand this.
Okay.
Now, has it changed in the past 10 years? Has the soil organic carbon changed in the last 10 years?
Absolutely right. So they're changing due to pesticides.
Pesticides, nitrogen.
Anthropogenic activities, human
activities. Exactly.
activities.
Our applications, inorganic applications.
Inorganic applications, chemical fertilizer.
Monoculture.
Monoculture, absolutely right.
And over irrigation in some plants. Soil organic carbon is depleting. It's actually going down.
Due to soil erosion.
Also soil erosion. That's right. Soil erosion also. Desertification.
Desertification, especially in Penukonda area, Anantapur is desertification is quite alarming because trees, wind blowing is very fast.
Exactly. Okay. So I hope you others don't require translation here. So what are you doing to improve soil organic carbon? What are you doing to improve soil organic carbon?
That's why organic practices like natural farming today.
Okay.
And
thank you. Yes. I'll come back to you because I need to talk to you about ZBNF.
Okay.
But the others also, others can also answer. What are you doing to improve soil organic carbon?
Okay.
Anyone else? Antyodaya?
Kshithij, this is Jasho. Can you just the soil organic carbon a bit scientific term? Can you just tell in a bit simpler term or maybe a common language where people can understand? Maybe some of them are not from the agriculture background, that can help them.
Okay. No,
Madam, correct, sir.
ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ್ಯೋದಯ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತನಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದವರಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರಳ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
ಸರಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು we are in the Environment Day. And in 2024, the Environment Day is essentially about land, and to prevent land from becoming degraded, land from becoming desert. So we need to improve land. What is improving land? Improving land essentially means improving soil health. ಇಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Soil health we have to increase.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Okay. So soil health, if we have to increase soil health, the carbon in the soil has to improve. Okay. So the carbon is in the soil. The carbon is also in the air. Galiyallu ide, bhumiyallu ide. So it's in the air, it is in the soil. And there is a cycle. It's called a carbon cycle. Okay. But what has happened is we humans have put a lot of carbon in the air. And we have taken away carbon from the soil. We have taken away carbon from the soil and we have put a lot of carbon in the air. So right now, if you want to improve agriculture, if you want to improve food security, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಊಟ ಬೇಕು, ಅಡುಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪೌಷ್ಟಿಕತೆ ಆಹಾರ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ, then we need to put a lot of carbon back into the soil. I hope this is clear. Is it clear, Anthony?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು, clear sir. Thank you.
So the percentage of carbon, how much of carbon should be in the soil? That is what we are discussing. The ideal number is 3%. It can go up to 5%. But in India, most soils have less than 0.5%. It has to be 3%. We have less than 0.5%. We are not even 1%. We are less than 0.5%. So a lot of people are working to improve soil organic carbon. Mr. Bhaskar from Penukonda, Samatha was trying to say he works on agriculture.
Raising biofertilizers like Anabina, agriculture, it is very easy to sequester carbon.
Okay, so Bhaskar is saying that they are using organic fertilizers to improve soil organic carbon. Is this clear so far?
Yes, sir. We are raising algae.
Oh, algae also. Okay.
Algae biofertilizers, Nastak, Anabina. These are the excellent biofertilizers. We are raising azolla. In the azolla, Anabina is there. So if you this cultures we will apply to the soil so that the more good number of algae improves, they absorb the carbon dioxide by photosynthetically and improves carbon.
Yeah, of course, azolla is also good fodder.
Good absorption of carbon dioxide.
So no, azolla is also good for cow food fodder.
Yeah, fodder, excellent fodder for poultry, cow, increasing of milk yield.
Exactly. Okay, so is this clear for people who don't work on agriculture? Is this clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ. Thank you.
Okay, ನಯಾಜ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಸರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಸಿನಾ ನೀವು?
ಸರ್ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಹೇಳೋದು?
ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸಿದ್ಧಗಂಗಯ್ಯ, can you understand?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Okay, ಸರಿ. So ಇವಾಗ next question ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, when we are working on agriculture, I have worked initially for 10 years between 93 and 2003. I worked on child rights. I'm originally a medical doctor, but I worked on child rights to start with. And I was working in slums. And then after 2003, I started working on environment because water, I did my Ph.D. on water sector reforms. So water has been very close to me. Environment ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. So don't worry about what I'm saying. It is very easy to understand. Just ask me questions. The point that I'm trying to make is we can't simply celebrate Environment Day without understanding the environment. So today we are very specifically talking about land. Land ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. It's very important for us to talk about land. It is also the topic for this year's Environment Day to prevent desertification, to improve land. Okay, so I'm asking these questions because a lot of people who work, a lot of organizations who work, don't understand this well. So if organizations don't understand it well, they will not be able to talk to the farmers to improve land. That is essentially what I'm trying to say. Okay. And also composting, composting, we all do composting at home. Composting, there's a ratio. It's called the CN ratio. Carbon and nitrogen ratio. So, Bhaskar ji, you need to understand that in your input, bio input.
Understand because For example, if you take sawdust is 500 is to N nitrogen, carbon is 500. So to break down carbon, so you have to use nitrogen source like a green manure or green leaves like that. If you compost it.
Exactly. So what Bhaskarji is saying is, look, you can't simply put compost, because some compost is richer in nitrogen, but very less of carbon.
Yeah.
And that will spoil the soil. So you need to balance it off, and you should have carbon nitrogen ratio. Ideally, it is about 30:1. 30 carbon versus 1 nitrogen. That is how it should be. Okay. So if you're working on agriculture, if you're working on land issues, you can't simply put anything and then say, okay, we are improving carbon, we are improving land quality. That is not how it works. Okay. So the last point here I'm trying to make is, carbon also is not always permanent. Okay. So there is temporary carbon, there is permanent carbon. You need to put both. You need to have temporary carbon and permanent carbon. Temporary carbon is called labile carbon. Labile carbon. It will easily go back into the air. It will easily, so you put it in the soil, it easily goes back into the air. So that is understood by what is called hydrogen and organic carbon ratio. What you need to understand is, look, you cannot simply understand, you can't simply think that you put anything in the soil and it is good for the soil. No, that is not how it works. You need to understand some basic things about the soil and your input. Okay. So this is, unfortunately, you can see the tick mark that I have put. Lot of people don't know what they are doing. They're simply doing things without knowing what they're doing. That's very dangerous. Now, so what can we do? What can we do to improve land health, soil health, and quality of the land? Okay, I have a question for you. I hope you can understand and answer. How many vegetables do you eat? How many types of vegetables do you eat? ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿಯ ತರಕಾರಿ ತಿಂತೀರಿ ನೀವು? How many types of vegetables do you eat? This is a question, so please answer.
Hey, hi Kshithij, this is Jasho. So if the answer to your question, maybe in my family, it's maybe around 5 to 6 or less than that also, 3 to 4 types.
We'll even say take 10.
Okay.
ಸಿದ್ಧಗಂಗಯ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ತರಕಾರಿ ತಿಂತೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ? ಅಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿ ತರಕಾರಿ ತಿಂತೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ?
ಕೂರ್ಗಾಯಿಲು.
ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿ ತಿಂತೀರಿ ತರಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ? ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿ ತರಕಾರಿಗಳು ತಿಂತೀರಿ ನೀವು?
ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್.
Green leaves, then some cruciferous vegetables.
ಆಂಟನಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿಂತೀರಿ ತರಕಾರಿ?
ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 6
ರಿಂದ 8. ಸರಿ, ಹಣ್ಣು ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿಂತೀರಿ?
ಹಣ್ಣು 2, 3 ಬಾಳ ಅಂದ್ರಿ.
Okay. Yashaswini, can you just translate this in Tamil?
எவ்வளோ டிஃபரெண்ட் டைப்ஸான காய்கறிகள் பழ வெரைட்டி சாப்பிடுவீங்க அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாரு.
சார் நானும்
ஜெனரலா கேக்குறாரு, எவ்வளவு டிஃபரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் காய்கறி மற்றும் பழ வகைகள் சாப்பிடுவீங்க அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாரு.
ಸರ್ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಸೀಸನ್ ವೈಸ್ ತಿಂತೀವ್ರಿ.
ಅದ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳು ತಿಂತೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸೇರಿ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ? ಒಂದು 10 ತರ ತಿನ್ಬಹುದು. We may eat about 10 different types of vegetables, 10 different kinds of fruits.
ತಿನ್ಬಹುದು ಸರ್.
Okay, ನನಗೆ I've got your next question. How many plant sources are edible? ಇದು ಗಿಡಮೂಲಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮರಗಳಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೀತಿಯ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. How many plant sources can you eat? How many are edible? Any idea?
Sir, a good number of leafy vegetables are there. In traditional practices, our mothers is going to bring different types of leafy vegetables in yes, sir, yes. But today we are accustomed for only monoculture, only 3 or 4 leafy vegetables and 3 or 4 vegetables we are consuming today. But all farmers and communities forgetting biodiversification, different leafy vegetables when rain occurs. They are unable to identify those plants. So we need awareness in this direction.
Exactly. So, friends, we can eat 84,000 plant sources are edible. Fruits, vegetables, greens, seeds, all these combined, 84,000 we can eat. Of course, if you're in Kolkata, if you're in Bangalore, if you're in Chennai, you may not get 84,000 around you. 84,000 may not be there around your place. But in the world, you can eat 84,000. But unfortunately, wherever you go on this planet, any country you go, you get the same vegetables. 8 vegetables, 10 vegetables. You know, lady's finger, cucumber, tomato, onions, the same thing you get. About 10 you get. That's all. But you can eat 84,000. So what we have done is, and this is nothing to do with agriculture. I mean, anyone can understand it. We have destroyed 84,000 and we are growing 10 or 20 maximum. That is not how it's going to work. Bhim Raju, another question ita? Any question, Bhim Raju? Okay. The second is, are you working at the panchayat level? I mean, if you're working on soil, if you're working on land degradation, you have to work at the panchayat. Okay. The other thing is, you have to put a lot of carbon. And we put carbon by making what is called biochar. There are some pictures little later, and you can see those pictures. Okay. And so this is the biodiversity agriculture. You can see that in one crop, 1 acre of land here, 1 acre of land, we have planted 24 crops. We have planted 24 crops in 1 acre of land. And it requires minimum tilling. And we have organic inputs and bio inputs. And there is no borewell. There is no borewell. There is no chemicals used. Seeds are developed locally. Okay. So you can see the land is so healthy. The crop system is so healthy that here you can see beehive. We don't use any chemicals in the field. So you can see it is rich. The soil is rich and healthy. And so this is the beehive you can see. Here you can see a bird's nest and a small hatchling also here. You have a small bird here. Okay. And this side here is cows also get a lot of good things to eat because the fodder is also biodiverse. So the land is very, very good if you do this. Okay. So you can see the expenditure also and the income. You can make a profit in 1 acre of land by improving your land by not using chemicals and groundwater. Okay, so all these calculations have been done. And on the left, you can see calendar. This is the calendar, what you should do in every month. You mentioned this here. Okay. So the other thing is biochar. Okay, biochar is rich in carbon. And land, if you want to prevent land from becoming deserts, you have to put biochar back you have to put carbon back in the soil. And we are putting carbon back in the soil using biochar that we make through biomass. Okay, so you can see that this is the way it is done. You can see this here. This is the way it is done. And see this picture here. This is the way it is done. Anyone can do it. We can train people on doing it. There are various technologies. And the end product is here. You can see biochar. This is biochar. This is the end product. Okay, this is rich in carbon. This is very rich in carbon. So you need to put it back in the soil. Okay, so now you can see the yield here. Biochar with compost. Our friend from Penukonda, Mr. Bhaskar, was saying that they use biochar with bio inputs. So you can see biochar with bio inputs not only improves your land and soil, it also improves the yield. The crop yield also increases because of biochar and compost. Okay. And biochar is also very nutrient. If you're using banana to make biochar, you got a whole lot of nutrients. If you're using maize stowers, then again, you've got different kinds of nutrients. Okay, coffee leaves and coconut leaves, etc. So all of them have different kinds of nutrients. Okay, so don't waste. And even if you're composting, compost only about 50% of the biomass. The rest you make into carbon, because compost does not have carbon, not much carbon. Biochar has carbon. So if there is 100 kgs of crop residue, crop waste, 50 kgs you make into biochar, 50 kgs you make into compost. Okay, so you're putting both carbon and nitrogen into the soil. So these are the various ways in which we do. All these are from our field. Okay, so what it does, it also improves soil organic carbon in the soil, but it reduces carbon in the air. So it's very good for climate change. And if it is less rain, again, it is very good because biochar holds water and gives it to the plant. Okay, so now you can see that here you can see that the biochar we make has got 80% carbon, 80.33% carbon. So it's rich in carbon. Biochar is rich in carbon. So you use biochar along with compost and other bio inputs. Okay, so you can see what it does here. What it does, that it improves carbon, but it also improves nutrients. They are called plant available nutrients. It also improves nutrients for the plants. Okay, and the soil, you can see it's becoming neutral. It's becoming neutral. So I'll almost end my presentation by showing some pictures. Okay, so you can see these pictures, 4 pictures. The first picture is ragi with biochar, without biochar. And you can very clearly see that this part here, this here is rich. In fact, I saw Prabhakar as part of this. I don't see him now as part of the audience participant. He was not there. And so this is Prabhakar. And in his land, in the demo plot that we have, you can see that organic agriculture plus biochar is this. It's beautiful. And here you can see in groundnut. This is drought here. Climate change. There was a drought last year, but still groundnut with biochar is better. Just organic agriculture is this. Just organic agriculture gives you less. Organic agriculture plus biochar gives
She
you
has
more.
to join from one system, yeah.
Okay. And you can see coconut also here. This tree after biochar application gives almost 280 coconuts in the year, which is a lot. 280 per year. It's huge number. Okay. And this is just single tree. This is what biochar does. Okay. And this is some of our training. So what are we saying? You can use anything. You can use any crop. Wheats, cotton, tur sticks, mulberry sticks, mango pruning, coconut, anything you can use to make biochar, which is rich in carbon, and you put it back in the soil. Okay. So we are using sustainable agriculture through Akkadi Salu. Akkadi Salu is diversity. You saw 20 crops, 24 crops in 1 acre of land. So we don't do monocropping. We do multi-cropping. And plus multi-cropping, plus we use biochar. Okay. So this is the last slide. So what are we talking about? We are talking about soil health on the World Environment Day. Our country is very vulnerable to climate change. It can become a desert. So we have to take care of our agricultural lands and rural commons to improve our land. And we can do well if we improve our land. Okay, so I will end here. If you have any questions whatsoever on land, on environment, on climate change, on agriculture, please ask me questions. Or if you have anything to say, please go ahead. I will end here. Thank you. You can ask questions.
So Kshithij, this is Jasho. So you spoke about biochar. So can we use tea leaves, like after straining the tea leaves, keeping it for a few days? Can we use it in our gardens, in the balcony garden?
Yeah. See, if you just use, that's what I was trying to say. Our balcony and terrace gardening, one of the major mistakes that people do is they put a lot of compost. Okay. Compost is rich in nitrogen, but very poor in carbon.
Okay.
So too much of nitrogen also spoils the soil.
Okay.
It makes it acidic and it destroys the plant.
Okay.
So you can either convert it into biochar, or what you can do is you have to use newspaper clippings, cuttings of newspapers, or sawdust. Okay. You should mix compost with sawdust and put it in soil.
Okay.
Okay. So there should always a mix of carbon and nitrogen.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. And obviously, when you're putting it in, you can see this picture, the last picture here. You know, when you're talking about thousands of acres of land, you can't put sawdust. So what you can do is you can make biochar from the crop residue. You've got the crop residue, you can make biochar and put it in the soil. That's very rich in carbon.
Okay.
So locally available resources is the best practice for everyone.
Exactly. What do you use to make biochar, Mr. Bhaskar?
We are actually using rice husk is more here. Rice husk.
Got it.
Rice husk as well as
test the carbon content of it?
Mulberry sticks.
Mulberry sticks, okay. Mulberry sticks also is a very good thing. Now, have you been able to lab test the fixed carbon?
I'm testing with pH papers.
Okay, pH paper, okay.
pH papers, and we can use this digital pH meter also.
pH meter, okay. Yes. Now,
We can.
what about carbon content?
No, sir, we didn't done.
Okay, we can do it. I'll talk to you. We can do this. And there is also this hydrogen
My
plus
friends are
organic
there.
hydrogen, and it's called HCR.
Sir, we are requesting your number, sir. Number.
Yes, we will give. I'll give you. Any more questions you have? Anyone, please? Any question?
Kshithij, what you do is you can share your email ID, your contact details, so that if anybody has any question further, maybe they may not have right now. If they have something later on, they can write to you.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will write my number as well as my email ID.
98445
.org.in.
Okay, so you can call me, you can write to me, we can talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Yashaswini, anyone from Tamil Nadu with questions or inputs?
யாருக்காவது ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா சார் கேட்கலாம். அது இல்லாம இங்க அவரோட நம்பர் அண்ட் இமெயில் ஐடி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அதை நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தா கேட்க. சொல்லுங்க இளங்கோ சார்.
வணக்கங்க சார். ஐம் ஃப்ரம் தமிழ்நாடு நியர் மதுரை. We are working with on Biochar for the past 16 years. By the time of your presentation, I came to know you have a conversion rate of 83% of biochar from biomass.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So, which kind of technology you are using?
Pardon me?
Which kind of technology you are using for pyrolysis process?
This is the regular pyrolysis farm level technology using coconut husk.
Okay.
So if you use rice husk, then paddy husk, then it will be about 65% if you do it well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coconut can go up to 80-81%, and we've been able to achieve it.
Yes, actually here we are using Prosophis juliflora making biochar. Here the conversion rate is maximum is 35. That's why I'm asking.
No. See, conversion rate is always about 30-35%.
Yes.
I am talking about the carbon content in the biochar.
Oh, you
not
mean
conversion rate.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Conversion rate, even if you have the best technology, you can only go up to 35%.
Yes. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. So, Ilango sir, have you been able to test your fixed carbon in the biochar?
So we tested in the soil some experimental plots.
Okay.
Yeah, and with some perennial grass and horticulture species also we tested. With jasmine also. So based on the results, it's very promising in the red soil areas in our area.
Yes. And black soil also, because black soil becomes dry very soon. And it also becomes wet very soon, but then it is good. And it's very acidic also. So it's good that you have biochar. Please, Ilango, please write to me, or you can call me or message me, and then we will connect.
I think we met in Delhi, sir. I think so.
Okay. Which district do you work?
In Virudhunagar district.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine. Thank you. Okay, Jasho, please go on.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. We can proceed towards closure. So over to Nina.
Yeah, Deshu. So I hope others don't have any doubts. So even if you have doubts, Saha mentioned his email ID and phone number. Please take a note of it and you can get in touch with him for further.
Action committee, the list with Bachelor. Action committee.
Okay, go on.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, sir.
I guess.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kshithij, somebody has asked your name in the chat box. So can you please pronounce your name once again?
Yeah, it's Kshithij Urs. I will spell it out for you. Kshithij Urs. I don't know. I'm a Kannadiga. I don't know why they gave a Sanskrit name. It's a very difficult name. Where do I write? Yeah. And Nina, it is Urs, not URS.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's the first time I'm coming across this, so I thought it was an initial, so that's why I'm sorry for that, sir.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Arasu, they say Arasu in Tamil Nadu.
Yes. Okay. Okay, thanks for the clarification, sir.
No.
Thank you so much, Kshithij. It was indeed a very brief yet very informative. I hope people have liked it, and if somebody of our NGO partners are working, please contact for more further information, and also please let us know what you are doing, that extra thing, so that we can promote it on our social media.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll keep in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Neena, Yashaswini, Sahana, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the session and also all the NGO partners for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.